Spanish for complete beginners. So you've decided to start learning Spanish, but it'd be useful to know what the main differences are between Spanish and English. Because English is a Germanic language, Spanish is a Romance language, so there are quite a few. The first one that will strike you the most is gender. I know English has gender, like for living beings, right? The woman, the man. In Spanish, we have gender for everything. Like for instance, a table, la mesa, is feminine because it ends with an A. That's the general rule, even though there are some exceptions. Or el libro is masculine because it ends with an O. You can generally tell this, especially due to the article. In English, it would be the, right? And we have el, los for masculine, la, las for feminine. So, for example, you have the sentence, el libro está en el hospital en la silla. And all of that has gender. It's also important to remember that the kind of words that have gender are articles, nouns, and adjectives mainly. We know that a noun is a thing like the house, people, a chair. We know that an adjective describes a noun. What is the house like? Is it big? Is it small? Is it blue? Is it beautiful? Is it horrible? And then the article that we have been mentioning, el, la, los, las. Verbs. Another difference are verbs. They're a bit more complex in Spanish as they change a lot more than in English. So in English I would say, I live, you live, he or she lives, we live, they live, right? See how little it changes. Now let's look at the endings in Spanish. Let's use the same word, vivir, to live. Yo vivo, tú vives, él, ella vive, nosotros, nosotras vivimos, ellos, ustedes viven. Because you can tell who the person is by the ending of the verb, we generally drop the yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros. We drop them because they're obvious, because of the ending of the verb. If you want to know a bit more about the differences in detail between Spanish and English, I'll leave a link to my website where I have an article that explains it.